Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Yukon Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So UConn's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
UConn quick to the line. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And listen, I like this near the goal line, right? Do something a little bit different. Try to get you guys with a little bit of speed on the perimeter. Everybody brings in all those big bodies for the goal line. Try to be stout up the middle and not give up the run. So nice job of getting positive yards down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. Their poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line.
And that ball is live in the backfield. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. On the option. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play. Quarterback now breaking the field.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. UConn quick to the line.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and we've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw, but with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Jackson will throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Wide receivers want to score. They want to make big plays down the field, especially early in the game. Give them some touches, get that confidence going, get the juices flowing. I know it wasn't successful, but I'm going to take some more of those down the field.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finds a little space. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and... There he goes! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion, good timing, get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. UConn quick to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UNLV. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch.
Touchdown, Vegas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. UConn quick to the line. Makes the grab. It's Ash. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Jackson will throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Rebels offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Uncorks it. Finds a man on the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on third down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football and stop worrying about these wide receivers, because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. UConn quick to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He uncorks one deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Moving past the 25. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Hits the crease. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UConn!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
35, UConn 14.
Let's see what he can do with the return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. The throw. Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
14.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Jackson will throw. Finds his tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
UConn quick to the line.
Brought down at the 27-yard line.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to the ground game on the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They punted away on fourth down. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Off the play fake on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This UConn offense really has it going. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Jackson gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Ash. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UConn.
In the end zone.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
UConn 21.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Oh, better look out. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vegas.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 6 over Air Force. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the inside. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Jackson will throw. gets it out quickly. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Makes the grab at the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
UConn going back to work on offense. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They just did. Find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making their situation really good on the next down.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Toss to the left. Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Owen. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This UConn offense really has it going. The RPO, it's complete. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes
Throws for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
it doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They give him the rock again on second and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
77, UConn, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Owen. And the returner will be brought down. UConn going back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can and try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really give.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another